Sometimes the most extraordinary stories belong to those we might overlook at first glance. Today, we'd like to share with you the tale of a little black cat called Kratai, a story that reminds us that true strength often comes in the smallest packages, and that every creature deserves kindness and a safe place to call home.
This is Kratai today. She's 19 years old now, weighs less than 600 grams, and needs daily care for her failing kidneys. But looking at her resting peacefully in her favourite spot, wearing her pink collar with the little golden bell, it's hard to imagine the incredible journey that brought her here. What struck me immediately was how tiny she was, even for a cat, and that one of her eyes appeared clouded. Whether she was born that way or it happened through injury, I'll never know. It all began nearly 2 decades ago when I first spotted her walking along the top of our perimeter wall. She was clearly pregnant, moving with urgency, searching desperately for somewhere safe.
Life for stray cats is rarely easy, particularly for females who often face repeated pregnancies without the security of a safe home. And sadly, in some places, black cats face an additional challenge: old superstitions that work against them, making them the last to be chosen and the first to be turned away.
For several days, I watched as Kratai tried to find shelter. Most people would shoo her away, some with water, others more harshly. I understood their concerns, but watching this tiny, vulnerable creature being rejected time and again made my heart ache. My mum and I talked it over, and we decided to prepare a makeshift tray with a soft cushion. We placed it in a quiet corner where she might feel safe, but we didn't try to force her. If she chose to come, it would be entirely her decision. The next morning, we were both amazed and deeply moved by what we found. Not only had Kratai accepted our offering, but she had somehow managed to bring not 1, but 4 tiny kittens to safety.
Think about that for a moment. This small cat, weighing barely more than Kratai does today, with limited vision and facing rejection at every turn, had found the strength and determination to make 4 separate journeys along that wall, carrying each precious kitten to the one place that offered hope.
I sometimes wonder if we truly understand the depths of a mother's love, how it can give someone strength they never knew they possessed. Kratai had shown us something extraordinary about resilience and the power of never giving up on those we love. Sadly, one of her kittens was too weak and passed away in the first week. Another didn't survive the first year, but 2 thrived. Samsi, a gentle female who was content to stay close to home, and Topu, an adventurous male who would disappear for hours, exploring but always returned by evening. We made sure all 3 cats were sterilised, and slowly Kratai began to trust us. Those early months weren't easy. She'd been hurt and disappointed so many times that learning to accept kindness took patience. Topo brought us such joy with his adventurous spirit. Last year, though, something changed. He came home one evening and simply wasn't himself. He wouldn't eat, seemed lethargic. When I took him to the vet, we discovered his back was broken. Whether it was a car accident or something else, we'll never know. He passed away peacefully a few days later, and I could see that Kratai felt the loss deeply. Now it's Kratai's turn to be cared for. Every morning and evening, I help her with dialysis for her kidneys and clean her mouth to prevent infections. She's become so light, so fragile, but there's still that same quiet dignity about her.
That makes us reflect that when we commit to caring for an animal, we're accepting responsibility for their entire life journey, from their playful youth through to their golden years when they need us most. It's a privilege to be trusted with that care.
The cat who once struggled to trust anyone now enjoys being cuddled. She's taught me so much about patience, about looking beyond first impressions, and about the quiet strength that can exist in the most unexpected places. When I look at Kratai now, I don't see an unlucky black cat with a clouded eye. I see a remarkable survivor who overcame incredible odds to protect her family, who learned to trust again after being let down so many times, and who has brought more love into our lives than we ever gave to her.
Kratai's story reminds us that every animal, regardless of color, size, or perceived imperfections, has their own unique beauty and their own story worth telling. Sometimes the most overlooked souls have the most extraordinary hearts. Don't you sometimes wonder if the world might be a kinder place if we all tried to look a little deeper, to see past the surface, and to recognize that what makes someone different might actually make them rather special?
Kratai will be missed terribly when her time comes, but her legacy will live on in the lessons she's taught us. That strength isn't about size, that love can overcome the deepest wounds, and that every creature deserves compassion and a safe place to call home. She may have been the black cat that nobody wanted, but she became the cat that taught us what it truly means to love unconditionally.
Thank you for listening to Kratai's story. Perhaps next time you encounter someone who seems different or overlooked, you'll remember this little black cat and the extraordinary journey that began with one small act of kindness.